Hello everyone, and a very happy Christmas to you all, and a special hello to all the young vacuum cleaner fans out there. Some of you will be getting special mentions from me during this video, or probably subsequent videos, because I've had an awful lot of requests on my Facebook page. I do my annual Christmas shout-outs for the young vacuum enthusiasts, and I ask their parents to request. So it's with their parents' permission I'm going to shout out the children and in most cases show a picture. So without any further ado, I've got an awful lot to get through, so let's start with the first request. Merry Christmas, Roger. This is my little vacuumologist Antonio, who is 2. He's obsessed with your channel after Mummy came across your reviews when looking for a new vacuum. He is a pneumatic fan and has to watch a Hetty/Henry video as soon as we come down in the morning, and then several times during the day. He can name the parts of his Hetty and regularly gives us demos, including putting down mess to clear up. We hope you have a lovely Christmas. Well, the same to you. And here's Antonio using what looks to be a G-Tech vacuum cleaner there. So happy Christmas to you, Antonio. I hope Santa brought you some lovely things this year, as long as you've been a good boy, which I'm sure you have. Okay, on to the next shout out. This is Curtis. He's age 6 from Kent. He loves Hoovers and has been playing with them since he was 3 years old and loves watching your videos day and night. He's getting a Henry toy Hoover for Christmas. Well, I'm putting this out a bit later. Hopefully this video will be going out on Christmas Day, but by now most of you should have opened your presents, so hopefully I haven't given anything away. So Curtis, I hope you're enjoying your new toy Henry Hoover. Happy Christmas to you. I think I really should take a toilet break before reading this comment out, but I'll persevere and see if I can get through it in one take. Merry Christmas, Uncle Roger, Uncle Mark and all the doggies. Ben, and here's a picture of Ben, now aged 4.5, still adores your videos as much as ever, especially the Advent videos on the second best channel on YouTube, Roger's Bits and Doings. Shameless plug. We love all the joy and laughter you bring to our home, and we can't thank you enough for everything you do. Well, thanks for watching. Ben has loved following along with this year's Playmobil Advent Calendar. He added pieces from last year like the robot vacuum and Doc Ian 3D printed. I think Ian is Ben's daddy. It's branded as Bren Jockey. That's the company Ben made up when he first misheard you say I can't even pronounce that, Grand Gnocchi years ago. I think that was a toy Vorwerk vacuum cleaner video I did. I think that's the company that makes that. While Ben is still collecting vacuums, he's expanding his horizons into more washing machines, Playmobil, Lego, and he now wants his very own KWB tool set. He said that once he turns 5 in May, he would find such a tool set rather handy for around-the-house jobs. I'm not quite sure what he has in mind, but I'm a bit nervous. Thank you so much for doing these shout-out videos again this year, and for yet another year of hearty laughs and good times. You are truly one of the family. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the Walkers in Minnesota. Minnesota, I think that is, but it's Minnesota. P.S. Ben would love to send you a Bren Jockey for your Playmobil house. He's very concerned about the dust bunnies that poor Tracy can't clean up. Well, you can get Playmobil vacuum cleaners, and I think I've got a set somewhere that's got a nice little vacuum cleaner for Tracy to use, as well as a washing machine, an iron and an ironing board. So, you know, Tracy's going to have clean and ironed clothes and clean floors in the Playmobil house. So you don't have to worry about that. So happy Christmas to Ben and all the Walker family. Whew, I did that in one take, I can't believe it. This next little boy pictured here is Louis. He's been a big fan of your channel since he was 1. He's 3 now and still watches every day. He loves watching your big mess tests and recreating them at home when Mummy and Daddy let him. Louis has asked Santa for a robotic vacuum this year. Thanks for all your hard work and entertaining us all. Well, Louis, I hope Santa did bring you a robotic vacuum cleaner, and I expect it's been going around your house picking up all sorts of mess from the Christmas festivities. So happy Christmas to you, Louis. This little boy is Logan. He's 5 years old. Logan started watching your videos about 3 years ago and continues to love them and would absolutely love a shout out. Logan has a vast collection of pneumatics that is still growing. Merry Christmas. And there's Logan with, yes, his vast selection of pneumatics. Not quite as many as I've got, Logan. In fact, one day, hopefully next year, when things get a bit more sorted in my house, I'll have to make a video of all my pneumatics out. It's going to fill this room. I can assure you I've got an awful lot of smiling pneumatic cleaners. But you've started very well. You're only 5 and you've got a huge selection already. So Merry Christmas to you, Logan. This is Jack. He's aged 5 and he has been obsessed with vacuums from a very young age. He especially likes Dysons and he's saving up for a cordless Dyson to add to his collection. He likes to watch your videos on repeat and has learned so much about vacuums. He has had vacuum pictures on his birthday cake, colouring pages and even a pillowcase. Thanks for doing a shout out. Merry Christmas. And there is Jack with, looks like that's a toy Dyson stick vacuum there, and I can see other toy Dysons in the background. And some full-sized machines, definitely 2 full-sized Dysons. I can't quite make out. Let's have a look. There's a green cleaner that I'm not sure what that one is. I don't have one of those anyway. So Merry Christmas to you, Jack. This is Zach. Zach is here pictured with a very familiar vacuum cleaner that caused a lot of buzz earlier this year, the Henry Quick. Hi, this is Zach. He has loved Hoovers since he was 3 and he's now 9. He's got around 18 Hoovers. This photo is him in our local Curry's mess testing with the new Henry Quick. We would love to meet you one day. Well, I'll have to do a meet and greet. It will be £1,000 per person, of course. I can't do it for free. Not really. I could do with the money though, so send all your money. So there we go, there's Zach. Really enjoying that. Henry Quick's almost as tall as him. I wonder if Zach was lucky enough to get a Henry Quick for Christmas. Who knows? Anyway, keep up the mess testing in Curry's, Zach. One day you might be working for them. You never know. This is Albie, another 3-year-old. He loves watching your YouTube videos on the main telly. He loves Henry, Hetty corded and cordless. He also loves a shark and goblin. He would love you to give him a shout out if you can. So I'm doing it. Hello, Albie. Happy Christmas to you. Let's click on your picture. It's a bit small. That's a very large clock you've got on your wall there behind your television. Well, you've got some lovely little cleaners there. Yes, I can see a goblin from Asda and there's a shark cordless. Hetty and Henry, are these? I think they're the toy ones, aren't they? And there's a Dyson toy. And I think is that a Royd Me? I'm not sure what that, oh no, that's another goblin. I think that's the other goblin, isn't it? Looks, that little white cleaner there, just next to Henry and the little toy Dyson. And what's that you're watching? That might be one of my videos. I recognise the bubble wrap. That could be one of mine. It could be one of mine. It might not be, but it looks a bit familiar. Yes, it might be one of my loft videos when I'm in my mother's loft trying to sort out the vacuums. So Merry Christmas to you, Albie. Here's another young vacuum fan. Hello, Ruben. Ruben is 5 and he's been watching your videos since he was 3. He's absolutely obsessed with all real vacuums and toy ones too. He can now tell his grandma how to take apart and clean her shark vacuum thanks to your channel. We were also the ones who bought your Hello Kitty Pink Kids toy, which he absolutely loves. Thank you, Roger, for all your efforts. We love your channel. Merry Christmas. Well, Ruben, you were the lucky winning bidder, were you, of that Hello Kitty vacuum? Yes, I sold that one. I didn't want to keep that one, but I'm glad it's found a safe home with you. So that's lovely. And you've got a very nice Miele there that you're using. So I'm sure you keep all your carpets very clean at home, don't you? So happy Christmas to you, Ruben. Sitting next to Henry in front of a lovely Christmas tree is Grant. Grant has been a vacuum enthusiast since the age of 2 and has been asking for vacuums for birthdays and Christmas for many years. This past birthday, he was very excited to receive his very own Henry. Grant offers his services as a vacuum consultant to friends and family. He even provides very professional vacuum video reviews with his recommendations. Grant adores your channel and very much looks up to you. We are thankful you have come into his virtual life. He wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The same to you, Grant, and all your family, and I'm sure Henry is helping you clean up this Christmas, and with any luck you got something vacuum related from Santa this year. This little boy here is having fun unboxing a Henry compact vacuum. Merry Christmas, Roger, ever inspired by your channel. After saving up enough pocket money to buy a Henry this year, Sebastian had fun making unboxing videos and would love a shout out. Thanks for all you do and sorry about the tragedy that befell your Christmas lights. Your tree is still a stunner. Well, here is the tree, and viewers of my other channel will know that I had a little bit of a mishap with the lights. I spent 6 hours one day putting all the lights and decorations on this tree, and then before I decorated around the bottom of it, I just got my Sebo out, which I'm using as vacuum of the month. Fantastic vacuum cleaner, by the way. So I was just vacuuming around, and I hadn't tucked the wires of the lights in properly yet, and unfortunately I got a bit too close to the wires, and the Sebo gobbled them up and absolutely ruined one set of lights. So I had 2 sets of lights on the tree. So one set of lights was a write-off, I couldn't fix it, so I had half a lit. So I had lights up to about here, and the rest of the tree was in darkness. I tried living with it for a few days, couldn't do it, ordered some new lights, and then spent another few hours taking everything off the tree again, including both sets of lights, and then I've put on one new set of lights, which you probably can't really see because I've got a big light on, but it does look very nice when the lights are dimmed, but yeah. These things happen, just don't vacuum around wires, folks. That's my advice to you. So, Sebastian, I'm sure you're still enjoying your lovely little Henry compact there, and hopefully you got something new for Christmas, maybe another friend for Henry or another vacuum. But whatever you got, I hope you had a lovely day or having a lovely day. This is 7-year-old Caleb. Caleb wishes you a very Merry Christmas from the USA. He has loved your previous shout-outs and has been a fan for years. He's an avid vacuum collector with his own Kirby, vintage quick broom and more. He's hoping for the Miele art this year. Here he is pictured at our local vacuum shop. And I see he's pictured there with that. Well, I've got that Dyson DC-15 ball animal. I've got one of those. And that's a Royal, isn't it? I don't have one of those. And there's an Orek. Oh, a Sebo Felix behind you there. Got one of those, yes. Very good. I'm sure they know you very well at your local vacuum shop, Caleb. So happy Christmas to you, and I hope, fingers crossed, that you got that Miele art that you wanted. This little boy is called Adric. Hello, Adric. Adric is 4 years old and watches your channel daily. Hello and Merry Christmas from Australia, where I believe it's summer there, isn't it, in Australia? I can't get my head round it. Living in the UK, we're used to cold, rainy, foggy, occasionally snowy Christmases, while over there in Australia, you're basking in the sun and having barbecues on the beach. But still you have your Christmas hats and Christmas trees, and I believe you send Christmas cards with snow scenes on. It's very odd. I don't know if I'd like it. I'm used to being cold at Christmas, and to be warm and sunbathing on Christmas Day would be wrong somehow. I don't know. But there is Adric cleaning somewhere with a Henry vacuum. I don't know where he is. It could be a shop actually. I don't think that's somebody's house, judging by those huge vacuum cleaners next to him. So happy Christmas to you, Adric. Roger, spelt with a D. No. It's not Rodger, it's Roger. Very naughty of you, Fee, but I'll let you off this time. Roger, as you know, our eldest Sydney has been a huge fan of yours since he was very small. He's now 10. Eddie also enjoys your work, now 5, and Chester, 2, now 3. They would love a shout out for Christmas. Even if this may be the first year that one of them hasn't asked for a vacuum, real or toy, for Christmas, I feel some toy pneumatics may be making their way to Santa regardless. Have a wonderful Christmas. Well, thank you, Fee, and hello again to you, Sydney, and Chester, and Eddie, pictured there, by the looks of it, in their school uniforms, but looking very festive anyway, in red. So whatever you got, I'm sure you got some lovely things. I hope you all have a happy Christmas. This little boy here is called Daniel, and he's being photobombed by his little sister Letty, and Daniel is holding a Fisher-Price, I think it was the Fisher-Price Laugh and Learn toy vacuum. I did make a video of that a couple of Christmases ago, I think, 2 or 3 Christmases ago. But Daniel's got his own Fisher-Price toy vacuum. And Daniel has been a fan of Hoover's and you for as long as we remember. So there he is next to a lovely Christmas tree, and some sort of strange Yeti as well stood on the floor there. So I hope you have a happy Christmas, Daniel, and say hello to little sister Letty. I think Michael, pictured here, has had a shout out in every single shout out video I've done. Hi Roger, please could you give a shout out to my son Michael, who is 9. He's been watching you for years and has quite a collection with no sign of slowing down. Thanks for giving him inspiration and advice on what his next vacuum purchase will be. And also thanks for making myself and his mum spend all our money. Happy Christmas and thank you for your effort. Well, Mickey, who is Michael's dad, I'm not forcing you to buy these vacuums. I'm terribly sorry for making you and your wife spend all that money on Michael, but it's got to be done. If you have a vacuum enthusiast in your family, you need to make sure you nurture that enthusiasm, as mine was nurtured all those years ago. I wasn't lucky enough to get real vacuums for my birthday or Christmas until I was a lot older, but I did have a few toy ones, and enjoyed playing with them on Christmas Day. So, but children today, they get real vacuum cleaners, and as I've said in previous videos, Santa has had to get a bigger sleigh, a reinforced sleigh, to carry all these vacuum cleaners. He wasn't expecting to be delivering vacuum cleaners to boys and girls on Christmas Day, well, Christmas Eve, but all of a sudden more and more requests come in for Henrys and Hetties and other vacuum cleaners, and well, Santa normally provides, but as I said, when I was a little boy, Santa did provide the odd toy vacuum for me. So Michael is very lucky to have parents that buy him the vacuums, but looking at that picture I can't see any SIBOs. So I think, Michael, you need to ask for a SIBO next, because they are my favourite modern brand. So a Felix, an X7, an E3 Premium, but that definitely needs to be added to your collection. So hopefully your mum and dad will start saving up for next Christmas to buy you a lovely SIBO. This is Caleb. I think Caleb is the youngest vacuum fan I've shouted out to so far. He is 2 years old. He absolutely loves Henry Hoover and is a massive fan of your channel. No interest in cartoons, just Henry unboxings. There should be a Henry and Hetty cartoon show, shouldn't there? If you're listening, Pneumatic, get in touch with someone who makes cartoons and make that happen, or at least a DVD of a Henry or Hetty show. That would be fantastic. I know many young vacuum fans would lap that up. I'd quite like it myself, to be honest. I could make a guest appearance. I wonder what my cartoon image would look like. Oh dear. Anyway, back to Caleb. So he's no interested in cartoons, just Henry unboxings. He has learnt all the vocabulary for Hoover parts from you and asks for your videos every single day. And there he is having fun with his Henry. I think that's a real Henry. It's hard to tell sometimes in a picture if they're real or just a toy, because the toy ones do look quite realistic, don't they? So anyway, Caleb, I hope you got something lovely from Father Christmas this year. Hello, Jensen. This is Jensen Caddick from Barnsley. Have you heard of Big Brave Bill, Jensen? He's from Barnsley, superhero from Barnsley who drinks Yorkshire tea all the time. If you haven't heard of Big Brave Bill, look him up on YouTube, because there's a lady from Barnsley who sings about Big Brave Bill. I don't think he uses a vacuum cleaner, but he saves a lot of people. But anyway, enough of that. So Jensen is 10 years old and he's a Hoover enthusiast. He's a massive fan of yours and has been from a very young age. His favourite Hoover is the Dyson DC01, which we have managed to find for Christmas. Please could you give him a shout out? Yes, I'm doing it now. That alone would make his Christmas. Thank you so much. So hopefully you got the Dyson DC01 and that made your Christmas more than me saying hello, but you've had an extra special Christmas this year, Jensen. So happy Christmas to you, and I hope you're enjoying your Dyson DC01. Hope it's picking up all the mess from all the unwrappings and unboxings that I'm sure took place in your living room earlier today. Hello, Marlon. This is Marlon Lilly. He absolutely loves you. You're literally on his TV every minute of every day. Please give him a shout out and thank you so much. He is 3 and there he is using a Henry vacuum cleaner. So happy Christmas to you, Marlon. Hope you got a vacuum for Christmas, whether real or toy. I'm sure you'll enjoy whatever Santa brought you. I don't have a photo to show in this shout out, so I'll just read it out. Merry Christmas, Roger. Could you please give a big shout out to my son Elliot Singh? He is 10 and has been watching your channel since he was 2. He is your biggest fan and is on his way to building a nice collection. Santa may be bringing him a Henry Quick this year. Lots of love to wee Daisy and Molly. Thank you. Well, wee Daisy is just on her bed down there, fast asleep, and I expect Molly is upstairs in the bedroom fast asleep, but I will pass on their regards to them. So, Elliot, did you get a Henry Quick? I'm sure you did. And I expect you've been using it constantly until the battery wears out and then can't wait for it to charge up again, can you? Anyway, I hope you enjoy your Henry Quick, and maybe you could do a little review on it if you're on YouTube, if you put any videos out. I'm sure a lot of young vacuum fans would have got Henry Quick in their stocking, although it would have been quite a long stocking, wouldn't it, to fit Henry Quick in. So Merry Christmas to you, Elliot, and your family. I'm going to come to the end of this video soon. I'm trying to do about half of the requests, and then I'll probably try and get 2 parts of the video done. I'm trying not to waffle as much in the video so I can get as many shout out requests as possible. Now, this young vacuum fan, who is called Henry, is pictured here with a shark and a lovely Hoover Junior. That looks like it's a model U1104. Very good cleaners, those. Classic little 80s vacuum. Happy Christmas, Roger. This is Henry, who is 8, with a couple of his collection. The Hoover Junior is his favourite. Good choice. And of course he has a few from the Henry collection too. Henry, you're very lucky to have a vacuum cleaner with your name on. I asked Pneumatic, I say, when, please, are you going to bring out a Pneumatic Roger? But no. Nothing's happened. No Pneumatic Roger, not even a Pneumatic Ibasic. So I'm still waiting. So if you are watching, the people from Pneumatic, you've got my address. I'd like a Pneumatic Roger, please. I'd like a brown one, cream and brown Pneumatic Roger, if that could be arranged. Thanks so much. I'll have that for next Christmas. That won't happen. So, but if it does, I'll show you on my channel. So anyway, happy Christmas to you, Henry. This is Cameron Jones, who is 5 years old. Hello, Cameron. He's totally obsessed with everything Hoovers. We have vintage carpet sweepers right through to modern day. He loves your program and tests out everything you show in TV at home. What, everything? I don't think he could test out everything I've got, but anyway. Sounds like, Cameron, you've got a very good collection already at 5 years old. When you're my age, well, you won't be able to move for your collection, will you? So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend that at all. But anyway, hope you had a happy Christmas, Cameron, and got something lovely to play with. Possibly a vacuum cleaner, I'm guessing. Most of the people I'm shouting out today, I'm sure, will have got something vacuum cleaner related from either Santa or their parents. Okay, I'll just do 2 more for this video. So if you haven't had a shout out so far, stay tuned because another video will be following, hopefully later today. If not today, hopefully tomorrow, but it will be very, very soon. So keep watching my channel and you'll see that video coming up. So just 2 more. Speaking of Pneumatic International, here is Ewan standing outside Pneumatic International. Crikey. We drove all the way from Glasgow to Shard, which Glasgow is right up here in the UK. Well, yes, it's in the UK, but Scotland, obviously. And Shard is way down there in Somerset. And Ewan was very lucky to get a pneumatic tour. Even I haven't had a pneumatic tour. I'm a bit old, I think. They won't let me do it. But anyway, Ewan is only 4 years old. He loves watching your videos. Thanks and Merry Christmas. What a lucky boy, Ewan, and any of you watching who have been lucky enough to go on the pneumatic tour. I'm not sure how you arrange it, but I'm sure if you want to go on a pneumatic tour, and I'm talking to the parents here, I'm sure you have to contact Pneumatic or myhenry.com and just ask how to do it, because they do put on tours for young vacuum fans, and I'm sure they have an absolute whale of a time. I know if I was that age and was taken around the Hoover factory, I'd have been like so excited. So it's very good that Pneumatic can do that for the younger vacuum fans. So last one in this video. Hello, Silas. This is Silas pictured with an adorable little creature. Could be a goat. I think that's a goat, or a baby reindeer perhaps. I'm not sure. Anyway, Silas loves your channel. Henry and Hetty are his favourites. Well, who doesn't love Henry and Hetty? So that's it. I'm going to take myself off, have a little bit of a comfort break, bit more of my drink, and then I'll be back bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to do another part, which hopefully I'll be able to finish. I think I've done around half the requests so far, so there'll be another video around about the length of this one, however long that will be. So if you've made a request on my Facebook page, stay tuned for the next video, because I am trying to get everyone who's made a request. I missed a couple last year, but I'm trying to go through. I've been double checking, and the request has been up for well over a week. So even if you've requested, you know, while I'm recording this, if I see a new request, I will mention it in the next video. But please now, if you're watching, don't request now, because I've finished the videos. If you're watching this, it means I've recorded the videos, so you've missed your chance for a shout out this year, I'm afraid. So stay tuned. I will be back very soon with another shout out video for the younger vacuum fans. So I'll see you all then. Bye for now.